When you understand energy, you win. Energy is a weird concept. If you just think about it, it's like something we can't even wrap our minds around. So how do you understand it? Well, we understand energy to the extent that we can process it in the different ways it can be applied. And in this case, we're talking about using energy to help you achieve success, to become wildly successful, to help you build your desired reality. Energy is something that exists beyond time and space. We know this from science, and I'm not trying to overlap the two, but energy is something that isn't bound by our 3D reality. Energy is something that you can feel across vast distances. There's different forms of energy, and in this case, we're talking about the energy that lights you up every day, the energy that pulls things towards you, the energy that allows you to start getting lucky all the time. When you understand energy, you win. And the first thing you need to understand that energy is all around, and it is in you and beyond you. And so how I think about this in my own success and in my own journey is I started realizing that if I can infuse positive energy in everything that I'm doing, if I can wake up and direct my energy into my work and into the possibility that things are going to change for me, just that energy, just that belief, that self-belief, belief in myself, but also belief in the fact that nothing that I'm doing is going to waste, the energy that encapsulates all of that will propel me faster and further than I thought. So what happens is 1 ounce of effort equals 3 ounces of reward, right? When you understand energy, it's almost like understanding God. It's almost like understanding the universe. It's understanding that there is something that is organizing everything else in the background, and you can get lucky faster than you thought. Life can change a lot faster than you thought. Understanding energy is understanding that there's something bigger than you playing a part in your every action and in every story, in every chapter of your story. When you understand energy, understanding energy is understanding the fact that the universe is on your side, right? It's understanding that that gut feeling you have is probably right. That's all energy acting and showing up in your life. Understanding energy is understanding that you can trust the way you feel about people, how you read people. Like, understanding energy is understanding that everything is energy. So the way you feel in terms of like your gut instinct about people, about places, about things, that is reality. And you should buy into that, right? So many of us were labeled sensitive, but and in terms of like in a derogatory or in a demeaning bad way. But to be sensitive to energy, to be sensitive to how you truly feel about something, to be sensitive to other people's emotions, that's actually a superpower, because now you have more information as to how to proceed and how to operate, right? I do not move. I do not speak to people. I do not go to places where I feel like the energy is even remotely off. When you understand, because energy is something, it's a way of the universe communicating to you before the thing actually happens. It's one and the same with your intuition. Your intuition is infused with energy. When you understand energy, you win. I encourage you to, when you do your work, approach it with the kind of energy that says, this is going to be the biggest thing ever. This is going to be the biggest thing in the world, or infuse it with a real powerful energy. Go into your work knowing that you are making an impact, that you are changing someone's life. Like, honor your work in that way, honor yourself in that way. That is what it means to bring energy into your work. It's like this unspoken purpose that you create, not that you are given, not that it finds you, but that you create every single day. Right? It's almost like a God energy. It's a powerful, almighty energy that you decide to wake up with, that you decide to create, that you decide to bring into your work. And it's amazing how quickly things change for you when you understand that that daydream that you walk around with is reality, and that our 3D reality is a shadow. It's a delayed version of what was in our head. Everything we see in our reality was a delayed version of either what was in our head, what we spoke about and cast it into our reality, or a mix of the two in some way, shape, or form. And so that should excite you, not deter you. That should excite you, because the daydream is where everything starts. The daydream is the true reality of our world. And so long as you can daydream it, so long as you can see it in your head, it can play out in reality. Because you cannot manifest what you cannot see in your head. The daydream, buy into the daydream. Because what happens is, as you are acting out these scenarios in your head, and the brain cannot defer, the brain cannot tell the difference between what's real and what's not. So long as it is in your mind and you are daydreaming it, your brain will start to flood the body with the appropriate chemicals, for example. This is why when we are dreaming and we dream that we fall off a balcony right before we wake up, our heart rate goes up. There's a physical component to this thing and a chemical component to this thing. Buy into the daydream, and what happens is, when you are acting out these scenarios, you are focusing your energy in the direction of your vision, in the direction of your desired reality. And what happens is, the universe starts to put things into place that are in alignment with your energy, put things into your physical reality that are in alignment with that energy. So what happens is, when you understand energy, you understand that everything that happens between now and then, now and when you finally realize that you've built your desired reality, everything that happens in between is that reality building itself out in real time. Everything, every little thing, from the way the door squeaked in the morning, to, you know, your coffee coming out too bitter, to your Wi-Fi going out, like everything in between, every little interaction, every little happening. When you understand energy, you understand that this is all, energy is the thing that organizes everything. Every energy is the thing that makes everything fall into place. And there's no good or bad energy. There's just energy. And you decide what kind of energy you want to resonate with, and you decide the kind of energy you want to put out. And so part of this is, when you understand energy, you understand that you are fully responsible, and you must take full accountability for the energy you put out into a space. And when you do, not only will you take credit for your shortcomings and for what you've built in your life so far, even though it might be subpar, but you will also take full credit for all of your wins. And that's where the glory comes from. Energy is this, again, it's this unspoken thing of knowing that the universe is on your side, knowing that there's something carrying you through all of this. And when you understand that, it's almost like now you're in the current, you're going downstream. And this is how people make quantum leaps. This is where the person calls you out of the blue to give you an opportunity, or you run into an old friend, or you run into an opportunity, whatever it is, you start getting lucky all the time, right? And trust that you were the one to make these things happen. When you understand energy, you win. And it's difficult to communicate into words. It's difficult to articulate, but it's one of those things where I have to say, if you know, you know. If you know, you know, right? Because I'm very well aware that when I'm putting up these videos, I have a goal with my social media platforms, with my YouTube platform specifically. And I know that with energy, I don't operate on the same timeline as everybody else, where it might take me 5 years to hit a certain milestone, to hit 1 million subscribers. That could happen for me in 18 months. That could happen for me in 6 to 8 months. That could happen for me in a year. But I don't operate on a 3D timeline. I operate on the timeline of my vision. And so long as I keep living through and talking from that vision, that daydream, energy, because of energy will find the fastest, most efficient way for me to get there. Because that's what I buy into. I don't buy into my 3D reality. I buy into my vision. That is where I'm at right now. I'm already the content creator with 1 million+ subscribers, right? I'm already there. And when you understand that that is how energy works, that energy starts from the daydream. Energy, your brain is like a wand, and it casts these bolts of energy based on what you are thinking about. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Remember that. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Focus on the daydream. Daydream all the time. When you do that, when you start talking from the daydream, when you start talking as if you're already the person who has done the thing, when you stop seeing the Honda that you're driving and you start seeing the Porsche or the Bentley, and you keep doing that, you keep living and existing in and from that daydream, watch how quickly things happen for you. Because now you're getting out of your own way. To be in your own way is to keep being so incredibly concerned with your 3D reality. That's a delayed shadow of your, that's a delayed version of everything. That's the old you. And when you keep focusing on that, that's where your energy is going. And so it keeps repeating those things and keeps bringing those things back into your current reality. And that's what it means to be in your own way. And when you start focusing on the daydream and existing from that and literally ignoring your 3D reality, well, that is when things start to happen for you quite quickly. When you understand energy, you win. Thoughts and questions in the comments. See you guys in the next video. Hit the like button, by the way. I'm out. Peace.